What up, I'm Erin.
And I'm Sarah, and this is Studio 20 Live.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Studio 20 Live.
We've been very busy lately, everyone at uni, getting so close to the end of the semester.
One more week of classes and then a few exams and then freedom.
Yeah, and if you need a bit of a chance to chill out, the Keep Calm and Carry On session's happening at the moment over in Building 11, so you can head over there. Also what's been happening today is the reconciliation walk, and we've got our hand in the studio here.
Our Studio 20 hand.
People have been taking a walk for reconciliation. I think they're planting these at TAFE, so you might see a few more of these around. But we're going to be catching up with Brittany, who was there this morning, a little bit later on.
Yes, and we've got plenty of other great things coming up on the show today. We've got UAW TV Shortcuts. We've got the news with Andre, who will be joining us in the studio this week for a very special news guest. And of course, we've got My Kitchen Go Rules with Kevin this week, so very keen to see what he comes up with.
We've got Khalif with The Rant. We've got a very special talent in this afternoon, which is a didgeridoo player. And first up in the limelight, we've got Brooke Tulloch, who's principal teacher at Street Beats Hip Hop, and she's got a team of youngsters that are headed to Vegas.
Welcome. So we've sort of gotten into character for your interview today.
Yes, we're very excited.
It's
with our
awesome.
hats
I
on.
didn't wear my hat. I feel out of place.
But you've got your Street Beats shirt on,
Yes,
represent.
yes, definitely.
Awesome. Now, you've had a team of youngsters, 7 people from the Illa Groovers team,
Yep.
is that right?
Yep.
And they've taken out the Australian National Championship.
Yes. the
How does that
varsities.
feel?
Awesome. They won the varsity division, which is 13 to 17 years. So for under 18s, it's a huge achievement. They won the Sydney one, and then they went through to nationals and won the nationals. So yeah, headed to Vegas, which is a big, it's a lot of work.
Big
and
deal.
It's
Lot of
been
planning.
non-stop since, because we're trying to fundraise the whole trip. We're trying to fundraise 20,000.
So what are some of the things you guys are trying to do to get some money?
We've got 2 events lined up, and we've got a under 18s disco, and then a night out at the fraternity club. So I think both of them will be good. One's targeted at the other youth that the kids go to school with and everything. So because they want to support, but they don't always, they can't always just donate to us on our donation page or anything like that. So it's good to have a disco where they can actually come and dance.
Yeah, very cool. And Street Beats Hip Hop, how long has that been around, and how did you sort of get that up to the stage where it is now?
So we're just a hip hop studio. We don't do anything else. We just have street dance. So we've got hip hop, popping, locking, and breaking. And I started in 2009. Just some of my friends. I moved down here from Queensland, and one of my friends said, "Brooke, stop teaching in Sydney. Teach in Wollongong." And I said, I don't think anybody here wants to, there wasn't a big hip-hop community. I don't think there's the interest for it. And he was like, do it, and just really, really wanted me to do it. And so I just started a casual class at Balgownie, and I just had 5 adults and 4 kids, and now it's grown to over 100, 150-ish.
So how did you choose who was going to be in this group that goes to Vegas then?
They've been together for a while, so it started out just all the kids that, not all the kids, but a lot of the kids, there was only 4 of them at the start, that were just really eager. We just put them in a crew with some of the older guys, and we got the name Illa Groovers, and they first showcased because we didn't have enough to compete, because with 4 people you can't compete in a lot of competitions, and and it just, I think, it just happened. They grew over the years. Most of them have been in the crew for the full 4 years and moments, but this is definitely the height of their
This is their pinnacle? Yeah. They must have been super excited when that was announced.
Yeah, they're crying and everything on stage, and I was crying.
Very emotional.
Yeah, it was just so happy. Everyone was just so happy, and it's a huge achievement for them. Like, they're all under 18. So
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's awesome
Best
that you've
in
made the
Australia.
school down here, because there often is a long way to go for Sydney for some of the more professional classes,
Yeah.
and the fact that youngsters in the Illawarra area can have that access is really cool.
I think it's really good for a lot of the boys down in Wollongong because
Yeah.
they haven't been able to find somewhere that's comfortable for them to actually go and take class. So we've got so many boys at our studio.
Yeah, I
usually
noticed that
you
as
just
well.
have one boy in a dance
Like in a
crew.
ballet class and with
Yeah.
one token boy, yeah.
And we actually have like 70% boys.
Excellent.
Wow.
And they can do all the cool spinny stuff and all that cool
Girls
stuff.
can do that too. though.
Yeah, too, but like, you know.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it is good. Really, really good.
So where can people go to find out where these events are happening, or how they might be able to donate to help
Yeah.
these kids go to Vegas?
We have a Facebook page.
Yep.
It's Illa Groovers representing Oz in Vegas, and then we have a GoFundMe account, which is just like a straight donation, direct donations. But all the events and everything we'll post up on our Facebook page. It's just social media, so it's the easiest way to update people if anything changes or any updates. So yeah, Illa Groovers representing Oz in Vegas. That's the best way on Facebook.
Cool, and you've got a performance coming up too.
We've got a few different performances lined up everywhere. So
Yeah.
we'll be at the Three Chimneys next Wednesday night.
Okay.
And we'll do like raffles and stuff, and they'll help us out a little bit there, and we'll do a show for them and everything. It's a hip hop night there.
Awesome,
Cool.
cool. Well,
Well,
thanks so much for joining
Yeah,
us.
thanks for joining us. It's been an honour
Thanks.
for us to come and dress up for you. Get into the
awesome.
spirit of it all. But
Yeah, we can't wait to hear about their journey.
Yes, I
Definitely.
hope I can bring back some good news.
Yeah, well, we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Now we're going to throw to UOW TV Shortcuts, where John and Sharon got to check out the candlelight vigil on campus as part of Consent Week.
Thanks for coming in, Sharon. Last night was the event you were at, and this was a FemSoc involvement, was it? Can you tell me what happened there last night?
So we went out last night and we just got a group of FemSoc members. They had a candlelight vigil. They were sitting out on the duck pond lawn, kind of to just raise awareness for all the survivors of sexual abuse and harassment. So that was a really good event. They had candles all out and they were sitting somewhat in like a circle, and yeah, that was what they wanted to raise awareness about.
Yeah, it's a bit different to see people on campus that late with candles, bit of a different idea. We've got that video now, so we'll take a look.
The aim of the event is to take back the night from sexual violence as part of a global movement that sees hundreds of events occur in over 30 countries. The students gathered on the duck pond lawn, surrounded by candles, in a peaceful response to a problem that is entrenched in our community. The event coincidentally occurred in the wake of the Isla Vista shooting last weekend, and the social media response centered around the Yes or Women hashtag.
That was such a great turnout for the event, which was really, really good to see. So do you know much about any other FemSoc events that will be going on this week?
So today they have a few stalls set up. They have like goodie bags and basically still raising awareness for the survivors of sexual harassment. And they really do want to stress the New South Wales rape crisis centre, so that if you are uncomfortable, going to the police, if this has happened to you, you can use that centre to contact someone and talk to them about it.
Excellent, that's really good. Well, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Sharon.
Now we'll go to what's on in Wollongong, see what's happening in our uni break that we can check out.
We have Andre on the couch now in the flesh, a little bit different to normal.
Yeah, we thought we'd spice it up a little bit this week.
Yeah, Andre's our resident news junkie, you could say. He knows what's going on this week. So we thought we might start with what's happening on campus this morning, Reconciliation Walk.
Yeah, well, it culminated today. Reconciliation Week culminated this week with the Reconciliation Walk between TAFE and the university. I'm not sure how a number of people participated, but last year it was about 300. People planted a sea of hands in the Indigenous flag colours, and it's all part of commemorating the beginning, obviously, of the week with Sorry Day, where former Prime Minister Kevin Rudd apologised to the stolen generations, and raising awareness of the gap, closing the gap between Indigenous Australians and non-Indigenous Australians in healthcare and education. And I believe Brittany Carter filed a report.
Yeah, let's take a look at that one.
Also in the news this week, on campus this Monday, there was a bit of awareness for Fatality Friday tomorrow. There was a blow-up car out the front of the library and people were signing it or something, or writing messages on there just to raise awareness. Could you tell us a little bit about what's going to happen tomorrow? Yeah,
well, Fatality Free Friday is about, obviously, another awareness-raising sort of measure of there's been an increase, obviously, in the road toll of late, and it's all about making a pledge to slow down, be more careful on the roads and be more aware of what you're doing when you're driving. Again, there's been an increase in the road toll, so it's a number of politicians and union leaders also signed the pledge, especially in light of the fact that truckies are often part of that road toll. And I believe a couple of our UOW TV journalists covered that yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, it was very dramatic in Fairy Meadow. The truck rolled over.
Yeah, thankfully not a fatality, just a broken leg, but still it's very important to be cautious on the roads.
Yeah, Mount Ousley is always a dangerous one.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
I'm so glad they put that that thing in the middle of the road to sort of stop incoming traffic. Yeah, it just gives me a little bit more of a safety sort of feel.
Yeah, well, it's stuff like that that helps to stop it, but you know, I think the most important thing, obviously, is slowing down and just being more cautious, really.
Exactly, which is why it's so important to raise awareness.
Well, that's exactly right.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And also this week, big news in sport, a bit of a shake-up with the Dragons.
Yes, well, the head coach of the Dragons was sacked immediately after a particularly bad run of seasons. I don't really watch much of the football, to be very honest, but I have been noticing how they haven't done exactly particularly well. So it was a big shake-up, really, for the Dragons, and they've moved to their assistant coach.
That's Paul McGregor.
Paul McGregor, yes. So he'll be leading the charge for the rest of the season, and be interesting to see what happens to the performance of the Dragons over the season.
It's sad for Steve
only
Price.
Up from here.
It is. I mean, Steve Price has been a coach for decades, so it's a big change.
Yeah.
Definitely. And one of our reporters at UOW TV had a look at the culture plan that's going on. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, well, there was a bit of a kerfuffle in council. Normally council's not the most exciting of politics, but there was a bit of excitement. A rescission motion was moved against the Wollongong Council's cultural plan, which was setting aside about $170,000 to set up a new arts hub in the town hall. A number of councillors had a bit of concerns about how much money was being set aside and that it was kind of budgeting on the run. So they moved to rescind the motion, but there was some nice hearty debate in the council meeting on Tuesday night. And that rescission motion was passed, but there are still a number of councillors who are making sure that motion hopefully gets rescinded, so the rescinded decision motion, and that the cultural plan can go ahead.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Great. Well, thanks for filling us in. I feel in the know now.
Yeah, really in the know because you're right here in person. We can actually touch you now, but that's great. Excellent. Okay. And now we're going to throw to Kevin in My Kitchen Go Rules, who's cooking a little bit of Mexican in the microwave.
Thanks guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a traditional Mexican dish, the quesadilla. All you're going to need, some tortilla bread, some shredded cheese, some cutlery, your choice of filling. For me it's going to be some spicy jalapenos just to make it a bit more interesting, and a plate. For me it's just going to be this dish. Now the first step is to open up this dish or whatever it is you're using so that it's completely flat. Next, you take out one tortilla bread, you put it onto the flat dish, and then you get some of the shredded cheese and spread it along the top half of the tortilla bread. Look at that. Oh, makes me hungry already. Next, you get your choice of filling. Now you can choose whatever you want. Chicken, beef, pork, chorizo, turkey if you want, ham. For me it's going to be some spicy jalapenos because I'm feeling it quite brave today. And just spread it all over the top of the quesadilla. Make sure it's all over there so there's one on every bite. Next, you get the tortilla and you fold it in half. So you get a nice looking semicircle. After that, you get the plate and the quesadilla with the ingredients inside into one of these microwaves at the Kitchen Go. You put it back in, you set it for 2 minutes. After it's finished cooking, be careful because it's going to be very hot. Now afterwards, you get this cutlery, right, and you just cut it in half. Just use the fork if you want to hold it in place. Take it off the plate. There you have it. 2 slices. If you want to make 4, go ahead. Back to you guys in the studio.
Got a lot of mouthful full of food while talking.
I do really like Mexican, but I'm not too sure about those jalapenos. That's just a bit extreme.
Also, I think Kevin said jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
Yeah, we might have to look into that pronunciation there. Yeah, always good to see what's happening over at the Kitchen Go. I think we have to bring more ingredients every week, carting them in your bag. Yeah. Anyway, now it's time for the rant, and we've got Khalif this week.
Hey guys, Angie's pulling a sickie today, but the rant is still on. Today it's about couples on Facebook.
The thing that is annoying me is couples constantly posting everything on Facebook, like posting on each other's walls, like links to songs that like that. That is what inboxes are for. And just like constantly like, I love you, like you're so great. Like unless you're engaged or pregnant or getting married or something big is really happening, nobody really cares. That's what inboxes are made for.
God, love the rant there, telling it like it is.
I totally agree. Like, that's not what inboxes are made for. That's what text messages are for.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, you have a mobile phone, use it.
Yeah, writing to each other on the walls is just like, I don't know, you're on show or something. Show pony.
Even little things like, hey, how's your day going? Like, we don't care. Like, do we want to... No. Do you not see each other enough to tell each other face to face?
We could write a book on Facebook etiquette, Erin.
Perhaps. Let's not get into that right now.
Yeah.
Finally, oh no, we don't. We have the bloopers.
Yeah, if you missed Angie this week, she's normally our ranter, or the person who finds our ranters. We've got there she is there. We've got a blooper reel of Angie's best, some might say worst moments.
Hey guys, God. Hey guys, I'm Angie. I'm on campus getting people's opinion. The university life can be some hard. Hey guys, can't be like too happy. No, the paper float. Today I'm. Hey guys, today it's rent and sorry, I looked at the other person. We have another renter who have something interesting. It's all about assignments. Forgot it. Hey guys, everyone likes coffee, but what are the bad things about it?
What's better?
Let's just get a new word for that.
That laugh is a classic.
Her falling down the stairs, that just made my day.
Love you, Angie.
In a good way,
Top
not a bad
work.
way. And to end the show today, we've got a great performance by Dan Kenway, who's going to play the didgeridoo for us. He's actually from the band Heavyset Dub, who performed in the first week of Band Comp.
Take it away, Dan.
Ashley.
Thanks so much for coming in. That was really cool.
No worries at all.
How long have you been playing the didgeridoo for?
I've been playing for 10 years now.
Excellent, excellent. And do you make this yourself?
I did indeed. I'm a didgeridoo craftsman.
Excellent.
Very cool.
And so this one's made out of agave cactus. I make them out of eucalyptus as well.
Whereabouts do you find that?
The agave cactus?
Yeah.
I came across one in South America for the first time.
So you learned at home, did you?
Pretty much.
Yeah. How many of these didgeridoos have you made?
Hundreds.
Yeah,
Absolutely
wow.
hundreds, yeah. Travelled all around Australia. Been to 40 different countries playing dirge. Yeah.
And you
lots of
also
places.
learnt of Aboriginals, or you spent some time with them?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I spent about 2.5 years up in northeast Arnhem Land, where I learnt how to play and make didgeridoos with a man named Jalu Gundawira, who's an Aboriginal elder.
Yeah. And tell us about this workshop that you've got that you were interested in getting some UOW people to attend.
Well, all right. I do a didgeridoo healing for people. So I also practice this with schools and with children. So I kind of get everybody together in a big circle, and all lay on the floor, and I do like a didge healing, so play on the body and on different chakras in your body. So.
Cool.
Excellent.
And can a female play the didgeridoo? I've heard before that it's a bit taboo. Is that correct?
Interesting question. And I'm glad you asked.
We're not going to be offended. You can say yes or no.
Well, Aboriginal women cannot play didgeridoo in ceremony.
Okay.
But I
Fair
have
enough.
been busking with a lot of Aboriginal women playing didgeridoo up in Arnhem Land and in the Territory and in Western Australia as well.
Okay, so just for the spiritual ceremony, it's sort of...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for joining us.
No
That's all
worries.
we've got time for today. I'm Erin. Take it easy, UOW.
I'm Sarah. We'll see you next Thursday at 1 p.m.